Everything, you know, why we separated. If we used to we used to be one great nation back in the day, and now we split up because of greed, corruption, wars on top of wars that fund drug that increases profit for the people that are profitable. Why do we get greedy with drugs? I wonder why God separated us and everything bad happened because we started to have bad intentions. That's wrong. Why can't we work together and achieve peace? Why do you think I love weed from Canada and Mexican food from Mexico? We should have been united because we should be connected together. Why do you think many wars, calamities, floods over the things separated us because of bad intentions? What we're doing when we're either high or when the high comes down. We're either thinking negative, we're either being negative to other people and putting them down to make them think some other way, which is bad for the people that are trying to connect with each other to make us great again, you know. Then the meteor came, separated more dinosaurs. They got extinct. And then what? The Jews killed, the Jew, Jesus on the cross. I'm grateful that, God forgave me of my sins to be able to change my ways. But it happened. But in the end, I only wanted peace. What does Abraham mean? Peace. I want peace with everybody. Why can't we work together like we did back up in the day? They didn't have wars. They didn't have, paying for travel. Because evidently, if Christopher Columbus came to America, traveling was free, right? How can you own the sea? That's another element. Just like ice is. That's the seventh continent. When you think about it. So there's 7 great continents. We each have an element that another needs. We got greedy with the elements when it should be free. How does Japan over there have electricity? We're all helping each other. Why? Because everybody has an element that we need. Why are we making profit off what this wonderful world gives us? If it was for every human being, not just for you to be greedy and get greedier and create all these rules and regulations and shit. Don't say that in the Bible. Why isn't it free? Love is free. Love is free 24/7. How you gonna try to make it a heaven if you don't show love or appreciate another human being and appreciate what God left for us on this earth? The Jews almost killed the Jews because if we all come from a Jew, and I'm Jewish by faith in the Bible, we almost killed me, and it says I'm part of the Abraham family because I have faith in the Bible and faith in what I say, and you all almost hurt the household of the faith. But I always stay praying and do my readings and do my sermons my own way. Why? Not because I'm narcissistic or I'm trying to put you down or think negative. It's my way of viewing in life, viewing how life is to me, Because I always kept my peace, but when you kept your peace, how can there be peace on earth? Peace as there in this heaven as it is down here. So when the good person dies, he's gonna go up to heaven where there's peace. He's gonna see how it is, and you wonder why Biggie said that thing he said on that song. Because if he didn't see how peace was on earth, how do you think he would have felt up there? Because how people treated him down here, evidently there was no peace in the 90s. But it was the best time of our lives, remember? In the 90s, a lot of good things happened. Music, food, there was peace. But what's really true peace? Working together in peace. Working together, giving peace, love, harmony initially. That's how we can set each other free. By changing your ways and becoming a positive, right? Which is, if you think about it, what's equal mean? Positive or is it negative? Thinking negative, that brings you down. Thinking positive brings you up. So if you're always being positive when you wake up, like telling your significant other, like I said, the 5 reasons why you're grateful to have them. You know, what do you appreciate when you wake up? When you wake up in the morning next to the woman that you love, or your kids come wake you up because it's time to wake up. You feel happy. How do you think I feel? At 16 times, but I don't like to bring it up. Why? Because I don't like to think about the past. Like my old track, reminisce about the past. That was like my best track, but have you heard it? It was, and now it's gone like that. Where is it? I don't know. Just like when I was trying to find Andrea last night, you know, I was walking around where I live, shouting on, not at, like, out loud, but to where everybody heard me. A couple people said, "What are you saying?" I told them that, I'm looking for my sister. I would do anything to find my sister. That's what I did. That's why, I started, crying and shit, and it hurt me and shit. Like, what if that was your sister? How would you feel? God forbid happening to anything to your sister. That would hurt me. Just like when people hurt my mom. How do you think it affected me? Because they hurt me too. They hurt my brother. They hurt my sister. My sister tried to steal from me during daylight, broad daylight. And I'm like, why you do that? Family don't steal from family. Family loves family and appreciates it. The worst thing I could do is say no. Which I hate saying no. And why is that? Because I became neutral in what I have and where I was at. I was in content. I was happy where I was at. And, I tried so many times making women live life, not because I was trying to be controlled, to see if they would stay. And most of the time women left. But when a woman leaves, it's because they either see you not in the future or they don't want to be with you because they view a man when they cry as like, a baby or this and that. But if you really think about it, when we get in a relationship, we love and appreciate who they are when they're at who they are and not being someone that they're not. That's why men try to change women, but vice versa. We're doing it. What are the intentions? Do we love the person? Because what's the intentions for the future? That's why it's crucial when you're dating a person to spend as much time as with the person to find out who they are as a person. If you don't spend time, then you're basically saying that they're insignificant enough to have none of your time. Which, why waste their time? If I try to get to know every woman in my life, and when I'm scared to talk to women, my mom's a woman. She's my mother. I go to her when I have, certain problems, because she's there to help me figure out the solutions in life. That's what it takes to be a mother. The love, time, and patience to nurture and care for that kid, to see him grow up. She took the time out of her life to pause on her life and pause on what she wanted to do to help me. But in reality, she succeeded. I was there when she graduated from Crafton Hills College, or when she went on the same stage I was on as a kid downtown. She graduated. She did that. I was so proud of her. She did that, and then she works for the county of San Bernardino. And look at her now. She's still trying to do right, helping people, but people intend to hurt us. Why is that? When all we do is show love 24/7. 24/7, that's what love is. Love is 24/7, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Why are you going to cause fear to another human being, especially us, if I'm a descendant of Abraham by faith in the Bible, like it says? I'm part of Abraham's family. My mom was we used to go to church too. My sister, my brother. And look what happened. They got corrupted with material things. Who a woman really are to me is a woman that needs to be respected, loved, treated right like a kid. When you have a kid, you're right there. What do? You clothe the kid. You love the kid. You nurture the kid. You nurse it to it grows and fully develops into a wonderful man. So when they, that's why it's crucial what you're doing when you're when you're pregnant, it takes what, 9 months, 8 to 9 months for the kid to be born. And Jeremy died that January, and what, 8 to 9 months I was born. And I barely heard that song last year. And I was born in 1991, year of the Volcon was founded, the Cornerstone. Man, that's crazy. And I used to go to youth convention back in the day with the Church of the Valley. That's where I got my gold medal. They see me play my instrument. They see my mom used to be a part of the church. We used to be a part of the church from when we were young to when we were 18. But we never changed our ways. We always stayed the same. But we've been through many traumatic experiences since we've been in here, in the city. Since we were young till we fully developed. And look at me now. You see me now? You didn't believe me back in the day and say, did you know my name? But I've left that in the past. Why? Because you were all in my future. I had to get rid of the past and grow up. That's growth. Growth and contribution. What are you doing to contribute to society? Are you doing the bare minimum? Or are you trying to make it past that bare minimum to break the barrier and go farther than you could ever gone? To think of something more better and more probably healthier for the environment. Yeah. We gotta try it somewhere. Doesn't hurt to try. What's failure? Failure is not trying after you fail to try again. Failure is quitting at it and not trying again at all. I'll just say, or what? Being too scared. And just not wanting to do it. So think positive. If you don't think positive, or think about this, what's the fear of the unknown? How are we gonna move forward in the future if we're too scared to fear the unknown? Which is the whole reason why we get in a relationship, to experience life from another perspective, other view of our significant other besides our own. That's why it's you two become one. You're supposed to know about both yours and your loves. We all used to be one great nation back in the day. One great nation. Like the 7 nations in Naruto. Then we got split up by war that ended up becoming a meteor that hurt all of us and wiped us out of existence plenty of times at a time. And just one time, you never know. Shit. But I ain't doing no negativity though. I'm trying to elevate and raise the level up. Raise that energy, that spiritual energy, raise that, elevate to the next level. Cause what? If feel like I'm chilling in heaven though with all of you, I done reached the goal. I done reached the dream of being free. When I'm smoking outside, yes indeed. Cause you see me what I do when I'm high and when I'm off the high. Cause I ain't hurting nobody, I ain't killing nobody, I ain't causing no harm. I'm trying to develop new things, make new things, invent. Like the person that made the telephone. No Shaquita here, but you could call back and we could figure this out together is what I said that man. I thought that was Mike. But I'm Jeremy. And I'm always keeping it G by any means. But fuck the cloud. But I feel like Cloud, chilling on Cloud 9, like from Final Fantasy. Wonder how they made that game. They were chilling at Cloud 9 over here in Gotham. But isn't Gotham where Batman's at? And I haven't seen no damn Batman in Gotham. Unless it was DJ Rowdy A. Became Batman. I wasn't sitting in the stands. I haven't even been on OnlyFans. And I don't worship the devil, man. I worship God up in the sky. Because I honor my mother. Because I never hurt my mother. I always been there. I had to take a step back and do what a man had to do the oldest son, and become a man initially after I dropped out of school because I had to be there for my mom to be able to help her. That's messed up what you did, taking our house. And my mom worked for the county, so I've been up for a long time. You see me at the register of voters. I went to San G, Serrano, Cypress Elementary School, Lingerson. But that's past. Look at where we're at now. If I'm able to move forward, why can't you move forward? Why are you causing more and more violence, more pain, hurting another human being? Because in the Bible it says what? Adam, God, the Lord Father God, made heavens and the earth. Earth. Mother Nature. And then the Son came to earth. Or no, they made Adam and Eve. And they don't say if Adam and Eve were Jewish. They just said man and woman. So there was obviously no race. So that's why we praise God and said His amazing grace. Alright? And now what? Nobody still says it to this day. Some people don't, but I do. But I ain't throwing it in your face like that here, because when you force somebody, you can't force nobody to love you. You can't. That's what lust. That's control. Who the person is doesn't matter or is irrelevant. They tend to keep them a secret in the shadows, in a box, because they see no future with them. So they keep them in, closed doors away, and then that hurted me a lot, being that person all the time. But I never hurt you. I wanted to go out on dates. I wanted to experience what love is. But love is where the heart is, where the home is, right? How can I have experienced love if I don't have no home to go? Are there always rules? Y'all took my home when I saved everybody in my home. And my address goes to 3 different homes now? Which one's my address? You got me so confused now. Now I'm starting to question this and that and shit. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? That's what gaslighting or gang stalking really is. Messing with my head with my phone, making me try to question my decisions. And that's messed up. That's trying to manipulate, trying to control, trying to put me down, trying to be the force to make me make a mistake. I don't force nothing. Because I wasn't nowhere running and gunning. I haven't even used a gun. Not one day in my life. Probably like a paintball gun or no BB gun, yeah. That's all I ever, back in the day. Shit, that was a long time ago. I ain't racist. And I'm Jewish. If we all come from a Jew, the Jews would have killed a Jew again. But Valerie Zarada was a Freemason, who they believe in. And she couldn't have my kid. That was the firstborn of my kid. That's the firstborn kid I was supposed to have. And then what happened? She killed it. Because next she had twins. So that really hurt me. But she's probably happy. But I'm not gonna take nobody's queen, especially if someone's dating them. Because that wouldn't want to happen to me. That's what us kings have to do for our queens. Always be there for them. Not mess with their mind. Because why are you gonna mess with the mind of a child of God? Of a queen. Right? Even though they could have a kid at a young age before learning about God. Or what it really means to get in a marriage when you honor them and do the right thing. Why do you think they never do the right thing? Because they don't know about God. Why do you teach sex in school before God? Or why don't you know about God before you have sex? Why are you trying to hurt your child I know you heard it in the past, but in the end, look at you now. Look at what you represent. Don't you want to represent good? If I'm giving you a good recommendation to the one of above, and you're not changing for the good, you're changing for the bad, how you expect to go to heaven? What you gonna tell the big man up there? Oh, my son gave me a recommendation, but he's gonna look at what you did back in the day, and if you changed your way for the positive, he's gonna let you in. If I forgave you and you're still doing negative, how is you honoring what God made so great and beautiful? That's so unique. All human beings are to me. If no race matters to me, you're like brother and sister to me. Like it was back in the day before people got profitable and everything. Like aliments, when it's free for everybody because everybody needs it. Everybody's using it. Everybody's using electricity everywhere around the world. Except Antarctica, it's cold over there. Hella fucking cold. But I've been outside in the cold, like at 3 or 4, 5 o'clock in the morning with no sweater on and with muscle shirt on. Experience it, the journey and the destination that we have all, because we're all trying to succeed up in the dream to be free, right? But what's free? It's about starting to free your mind to new possibilities when you see with your eyes and you see how I see when I'm high and when I'm positive. Because when I'm high and I'm positive, I see nothing but beautiful things. But I see when they look at me, they think I'm something ugly or, they have their own opinion about me when I don't have no opinions about nobody when I meet initially. Because I ain't going to judge you. Shit, why would I judge another person if God doesn't judge me? He always loved me for me being me and my mother being my mother. But you're going to hurt my mother and try to hurt me? When all we do is show love, and it hurts me that men use my mom when she's a good woman and a good human being, and I'm a good man and I'm a good human being, and I know you were a good human being initially, because I see women who are all beautiful to me, but I never experienced love. Everybody that I know on social media either know shit. I try to get to know them. They don't want to get to know me. They don't even message me. Or they're using a fake profile. So, how can I know if it's real or not if you're messing with my brain doing the same thing the government's doing? And you're supposed to be my friend. What do friends do? Friends don't use and abuse. Leave outside. When I knocked on your door, were you there? Were you there to open it for me or my mom? Or my sister or my brother? Okay, because my mom was sleeping out in the rain. I was sleeping out in the rain. My brother's always been, having a house to go to. While Andrea was in the street too. So no one could love us enough to want to care about us or even help us out. But you guys could care about Jacob and always help him out. His relations were always what? But now women message me, how have you heard about your brother? Like, I love my brother. I'm not my brother. I am me. So why are you messaging me wanting to know about Jacob? If you don't, that means you don't consider me a friend. You don't love me for me. You think about my brother more than you do about me, which means you guys are loyal to Jacob more than you are to me. You helped him out. You didn't help the whole team because you feel some type of way about us. Because why do you hurt us and help him out so many times? It still feels like you're racist to me and my family and more helpful to Jacob. But my mom had a kid. She took care of us growing up and then she moved us over here. But now Jacob had a kid at 21 and Andrea had her kid at 21. And look at me. And my mom had us at 27. And I learned everything I needed to learn about God early. So I could have had a kid and that kid wouldn't have been cursed. It could have been, it hurt me so much that I had made contentment in myself and what my past was to meet with God last year. That was my communion when I drank what I drank, and I took a piece of the bread, and I had my communion in my room. And Easter, and the whole morning learning about Jesus and the resurrection. And I said the prayer, and I only wanted y'all to be saved, because I really love you initially, and I wouldn't want you to lose your life. When a woman see a man cry, they don't think a man could love somebody. But you don't know, when you cry when you have a baby, you cry when somebody dies in your family. So what? You're gonna cry when a family member dies, and what? Think that person's the bitch because he has emotions. Which, if you don't have no emotions, how can you have no soul? Which means, if you try to kill a Jew, can you care about God's son? If you try to kill the son using a gun, which happened multiple times in my life, but I never did it back. I don't do no crime. I just get high. I feel some type of way, and they attack me, and I go run and hide. But when I run and hide, you ever think, man, maybe I just took a step back to prevent myself from saying something that's gonna hurt you in the end, and hurt me, and hurt our friendship. And I medicate, learn to appreciate what God made, have a conversation with the big man, which is like, thinking to myself and talking to a man while looking at videos that will help me learn. And then I go back to the subject, bring it back again. But when I come back to the subject, they're like, huh? I didn't say that. That's when I just, go with the flow. But that's how I feel. That's podcast number 3 or 2 and 1. Everybody should be having their own standards. What standards if you don't appreciate what God made? Peace. Have a blessed day. His mom. She was asleep the whole time. But I know in her heart she was praying. Because what's life? It's beautiful, right? Every day. So what's good and great? Evidently life in all of you. Because you was good and great being you. The true you. Like you. Yeah. Like Ricola. So I record it, and so holler back at me when you see me. Peace. I be alien. Hey, we try to make the next move into the stars, which like all of you are to me. Well, like we a big family. Peace.